So, welcome back. It's an interesting exercise to do. You need to make sure if you ever do this in real life, if you ever do it with other people, always do the bad day first and the good day afterwards. Because if you do the bad day, very often people find that their mood drops quite significantly. I've a couple of questions for you with this. So first, the first question is, how much of the stuff on there, how much of the stuff that you've come up with, do you think is in your control? Now, I've done this exercise lots and lots of times with lots and lots of different groups of people. So I've done it with teachers, I've done it with local government officers, with nurses, with all sorts. Generally, when I ask that question, the reply is at least 2/3. So things like my external behaviour is in my control. So I can choose whether I stand tall or whether I slump. I can choose what sort of gestures that I use. I can choose what's going on in my face. I can choose whether or not to smile. I can choose how I breathe. I can choose how I move. So at least the external behaviour is in my control. In terms of internal thinking, I can choose what I pay attention to. So in terms of pictures, I can choose whether I'm remembering good things from work or bad things from work. I can choose whether I imagine positive things or negative things. I can choose the sounds that I remember. This is about what I'm shining my torch beam on. So if I shine my torch beam on what's negative about work, I'll feel bad. If I put my torch beam to what's more positive about it, I'll feel better. And the truth is, in any job, there's going to be some good stuff, there's going to be some bad stuff. What sets your mood is what you're paying attention to first and foremost. So what's uppermost in your mind? Is it the good stuff or the less good stuff? I can choose to manage my self-talk, or I can learn how to do that. So we'll teach you a top tip, a quick technique later on in this section, that if you are prone to that very negative self-talk, we'll teach you a way that you can turn down the negative impact of that. So at least 2/3 of this is in your control. Your external behaviour, that's certainly in your control. Your internal thinking, what you shine your torch beam on, that's potentially largely in your control. And if those are in your control, then that internal feeling becomes much more controllable for you. So that's the activity. I hope you enjoyed it. In the next section, we'll start looking at what you can do if you are having a day that's less good in terms of the Mercedes model. What are some of the practical top tips that you can use to actually change your state? So we'll look at that, and we'll start looking at that in the next section. Thank you.